Mhm. Oh, that is strange. But
Yeah.
most things involving OBS is strange.
Well, and I thought for a while there it happened a lot with Streamlabs, and so I thought it was a Streamlabs thing, but now it's been doing it with OBS too, so I'm like, I don't even know. So hopefully that fixed
Hmm.
it. I feel like we've got some progress with Ray. I feel like we're doing okay.
Yeah. Surely they can't possibly kill him. They've already taken an arm. They wouldn't go through all the effort of
I would
making new sprites.
I would hope so at least. Unless the writer slash artist is a huge masochist who just really digs that. Hmm. Okay. Excuse me. So let's see. Was it 2 weeks ago? We had two random new people show. Well, not random new people. Two new people show up, and now we're gonna be bouncing back and forth between doors. Is that right?
Yeah. On a timer question mark or
Yeah.
on a
I'm a little
or
concerned
there
because it
literally.
seems. Oh yeah, that's true. It seems like there's not that much time left, but there's like we know there's a lot of chapters left, so I'm like, how is this gonna work?
Uh, Scent is already
Oh,
treated once. I wouldn't be surprised if he treated again.
no, that's fair. Gonna do something crazy with the timer.
Hmm. Right. So, chapter 20, two sides.
Ooh, ooh.
Do we need the previous one?
I don't think so. I think I remember pretty well.
Alright.
Black. I'll go through the black door with Liza, Tiana, and Sean.
The decision was a no-brainer, Frank. More than anything, he wanted to spend some time with the new contestants. If only Ink could figure out why they'd been added to the game last minute, it might help him figure out why any of them were there at all. Then there was Liza. She was still hiding something big. One way or another, Ink was going to figure out what it was. Between the three of them, Ink thought, he was bound to learn something. The black door? Sure thing, bud. We could probably use the help.
I understand. Aether, Ray, and I have more experience with these puzzles than the rest of you. Barring some drastic action on Sen's part, we can still switch between doors as we see fit. Let's hope you didn't jinx us with that comment.
Ink knocked twice on a nearby table. Something at the back of his mind was telling him that it wasn't real wood, but he decided to ignore it.
Ink! Huh? What'd I do? You're bleeding again.
From where?
For real.
Ink put his hand to his nose. She was right. It had stopped as soon as it started, and it hadn't really hurt like the last time, but Ink had experienced another nosebleed. He wiped the blood off on his sleeve. It hadn't bothered him at all, but he could see some of the other contestants were worried, Beth especially.
That's probably our cue to hurry up.
And so they did. After exchanging various forms of good luck, the contestants went through their designated doors. You be careful, okay? Aether thumbed away whatever blood must have remained on Ink's upper lip.
Hey, that's my line.
Ink mirrored Aether and jokingly ran her thumb over her upper lip. We're not very original, are we?
No, I guess not.
Ink chuckled. I'll get you later, sidekick. Good luck.
Good luck, Aether.
Aether went in for a quick hug, and the two contestants headed towards their respective doors. It was a good nap. And with that, Ink was the only contestant left in the hall.
I'm not gonna let you win, Sent. I'm getting out of here alive.
Ink's words were met with silence, but he knew Sent had gotten the message.
Old man yells at Cloud.
Finally, Ink stepped through the black door himself.
Excuse me. Ooh.
The other contestants were chatting at the center of the bureau.
So the door leading to the next room stays locked until we solve a puzzle. That's usually it, yeah. And if there's no puzzle on the monitor, what do we do then? It depends. It varies from room to room.
Gotcha. Any ideas, Ink?
Let me see here.
Come on, Ink. Didn't they say you were the best puzzle solver of the bunch?
Give me a minute to look around the room at least.
Ink shook his head and made a lap around the study. Other than the obvious cracks along the edges of the room, the layout was nearly identical to the other two studies he had encountered. The monitor was, indeed, just an empty blue screen. So, what's the scoop?
This is the third time we've encountered a study-esque room like this. The layout is pretty similar to the last two. How do we get the monitor online? Not sure.
You said this was the third room like this one you've encountered. What did you do to get the monitor online with those two times?
Well, the last time, the screen was on when we walked into the room. And the time before that, we never actually figured it out.
We antagonized Scent until
Yeah.
puzzle appeared. I don't recommend repeating that one.
No, definitely not.
If you never figured it out, how'd you clear the room?
Ray tried to cheat, which made Scent blow up one of the explosives at the base of this building. And then Scent gave us an alternate puzzle, whatever that means. So you never actually figured it out. No, I guess we didn't. Well, you'll get a second chance to figure it out right now, right? I guess. Let's split up and give the room a good floor-to-ceiling search.
Sounds good. I'll take this side over here. The four contestants split off, each heading to a different corner of the room. Ink began to search on the right side of the room and was almost immediately overcome with deja vu.
Man, this room's a little worse for wear, but these rooms are nearly identical. I mean, I know this place is fashioned after a hotel, but something about this feels off.
The smell was the same too. The same musty smell that had reminded him so much of the bookstore he used to visit and the person he used to be. Ink shook his head. There was no time to reminisce. He scoured a nearby bookshelf top to bottom, reading every spine, but found absolutely nothing that stood out. Tiana edged closer and closer to him as they searched. He couldn't help but sneer.
Hey, find anything? No.
Ink was happy to end the conversation right there and then, but Tiana continued to stare at him.
Let me ask you something, Ink. Is it important? How well do you think you know Ray? I don't know. I've known him for less than a day, so probably not super well.
Ink turned away from her.
Listen, I don't think we have time to chat about Ray right now. Let's keep searching. Huh. Ugh.
Hey, what's going on over there? Whoa, you okay, Tiana?
Yeah, just a little bleeding. I think it's starting to go away.
Ink giving you a hard time or something?
Ink didn't do anything.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Ink's a total softie anyway. Look how cuddly he is. Sean wrapped his arms around Ink for a very tight hug. This was perhaps Sean's favorite form of harassment. Ink winced as Sean dragged his prickly beard across his cheek.
You could stop now.
Come on, man, I'm just teasing you. You gotta know that by now.
Is this how you treat your legion of girlfriends?
Only the ones who were giving me a hard time. Got a certain dominance, you know?
You're disgusting.
Sean snickered in acknowledgement. He took a book off the nearby shelf and began to rifle through it aimlessly. Say, you consider yourself a bibliophile already?
Yeah, for sure.
Ever fuck a book?
What? What? Sean, knock it off.
Oh, come on, it's just a little thought exercise. So, Ink, were you ever, like, physically intimate with a book?
Oh my god. Come on, even I don't like books that much. And you know that's not what bibliophile means, right?
Good answer, bud. Sean began to flip through the pages faster now, clearly not reading a thing. Could you imagine it, though?
I don't know, maybe. What's the point of this exactly?
Meshu's chagrin, thought suddenly crossed his mind. He imagined how utterly ridiculous it would look and how awkward it might feel. He imagined the stench and considered the potential for some unfortunate paper cuts. And then, a split second later, he cast that silly imagery from his mind.
Listen, are you going somewhere with this, or are you just trying to be funny? This is clearly the setup for some kind of idiotic joke.
Almost. I don't really have a punchline or anything. I was just kind of playing up the whole bibliophile thing. Well, that were just the other day, you know.
I can tell.
Anyway, the real reason I'm bugging you guys is because I figured out how to get the monitor to work.
What? Really?
Yes, sir. I'm pretty positive this is it. Come check it out. Boom.
What are we looking for exactly?
Hey, Liza. Almost forgot you were here. Anyway, have a closer look. See if one of you can find it. Shouldn't be too tough.
Let's see. These books look like they're from authors with last names that start with S, T, U, and V.
Uh-huh. Now, which of those letters is most important to us?
Um, I don't know. My brain wants to say like S because of scent, but I feel like that's not a very logical leap.
It makes as much sense as any other letter.
If it was like the Five Corners Hotel or something like that, I'd be like, oh, V, cause like Roman numerals. But I don't know. I don't know what the rest of them could like do, have anything to do with them.
Mm. It probably is just S. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm fine with trying it at least. S for scent, of course. Okay, glad we're on the same wavelength at least.
Attaboy.
Why was scent your first thought?
Guy's clearly got a huge ego. Of course he's gonna make a search for him. Pretty obvious if you think about it.
Since not the only one with a big ego.
If you'll just look down here near the bottom. Sure enough, near the bottom of the bookshelf there were 4 titles that stood out. The Truth Behind Your Abductions, Volume 2, 4, 3, and 1. Each volume written by one Cent.
Interesting.
Ink picked up Volume 2 and leafed through it. Every single page was blank.
I can't say I expected much else.
He's a jokester, that Cent. The important bit isn't in the pages, though. Look. Sean grabbed the book from Ink Sands and pointed at its spine. Look how thick this is. There's definitely something embedded in here. Now, let's see what happens if we arrange the books like so. Sean rearranged the 4 volumes so that they were in ascending order. And just like that, ink heard the monitor spark to life.
Huh. They must have some RFID tags on the spine.
Come on! You telling me this is what had you guys stumped earlier?
Well, I can't be sure that this is what the solution was last time, but yeah, maybe.
You poor schmuck. No longer it's taking you so long to clear all these rooms.
Hey, I hadn't even been looking at that side of the room. I definitely wouldn't have missed that. Actually, now that I think about it. Liza, weren't you the one looking through this part of the room back in the green wing? Oh, because she can't fucking read. Or can't see or something. I don't remember. No, it was definitely you. How'd you miss that? You don't think books titled The Truth Behind Your Abduction might be a little suspicious? The author's name is Cent, for goodness sakes. I didn't have the time to read every single title on this shelf. It'd take you like 30 seconds. Whose side are you on here? I missed them, okay?
Yeah, why are you picking on Liza like this? She must have just missed them, that's all. You know, I'd never pick on you, honey.
Oh, shut up.
Ah, rejection. My heart is being ripped asunder.
Better get used to it.
Seriously, though, my insides feel like total garbo. In a flash, Shauna got her usual strip herself to keeling over, groaning in agony.
Sean, here, let me get you some napkins or paper or something.
It's okay, it's calming down.
These are getting more and more frequent. There's only so much blood we can lose before more serious effects start cropping up. Why don't we get started on this puzzle then?
Right. Might do me some good to think about something else.
You guys get started. I need a sec. Let's check out our straggler first. Liza.
It is now the time.
What? Listen, I didn't mean to sound so critical of you back there. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have let it get to me. I really was trying, though, to help. It's frustrating that I missed something so obvious. Don't worry about it. There's no guarantee we had the same puzzle back through the Green Wing. Besides, rummaging through bookshelves probably isn't something you do every day. Exactly. Most of what I read is on the computer. Fiction, news, company dossiers. You mean the documents relating to your father's company? Those are all stored locally at your home? What do you take us for, Neanderthals? Stuff like that is too vulnerable to just leave around in a filing cabinet or a random server. Our home network's the safest place for it. That makes it sound kind of sketchy. You've got the wrong idea. It's sensitive information, that's all. Trade secrets, important research, transaction details, CEO's eyes only. You're so ignorant sometimes. But you're not the CEO. Yeah, but I will be, eventually. So it's okay if I have a peek now. I'm just getting a head start on things. I only look up the business side of things anyways. The research is basically gobbledygook to anyone who isn't a neuroscientist. Your father doesn't know that you've been snooping around in these archives, does he? Why are you being so pushy, huh? I can't believe I'm wasting my time humoring you. Enough of this. We've got a puzzle to solve. I'll get answers from you yet, Liza. I know you're hiding something. But for now, I agree with you. Let's solve this thing.
Match edges. Okay, sure. So, first we have to... Ah! Why is this not it? Hmm. Why? But this is also blank? Okay.
Is this one of those, like... Well, there's not enough for that, I don't think. I was gonna say if it's touching a wall, it can't be, like all of the pieces have to be connected. Like, it can't have a... If it's touching a wall, it can't have an edge on it, maybe.
No, I don't think there are enough pieces for that.
Okay.
We can certainly try. That will go there. And then...
Oh.
Hmm?
Hey!
Alright, well...
Nice.
Nice, nice. Well done, lads.
Ahem.
And lasses. Lads and lasses.
I heard the door unlocked just now. We should get a move on.
Let's do that. We'll have this thing beat in no time. Victory! Or whatever. With gusto, Sean marched over to the door and essentially kicked it open. Liza followed him shortly thereafter.
Hey. Oh, hey, Tiana. I want to pick up where we left off.
Are you just here to sow discord?
For real.
Ink sighed, shooting Tiana with a dismissive wave.
You mean about Ray? Listen, that is not important. We need to keep moving, keep solving these puzzles.
Unless you're about to imply that Ray is sent.
Yeah, maybe.
Ink turned away to resume his search, but Tiana grabbed his arm and forcefully spun him around. She pinned him against the bookshelf and wore a gaze so intense Ink couldn't help but yell.
Did I do something to offend you? No, what are you talking about? You've been giving me the cold shoulder ever since I woke up here. You're real chummy with everyone else, but you don't seem to want to have anything to do with me. You don't want to talk to me, you rarely answer my questions, and you've just been rude in general. And it's just you. Everyone else is at least pretending to like me. So what got you so riled up that you won't so much as look at me, huh?
Ink tried to wriggle free of her grasp, but it was no use. She was much stronger than he was. He squirmed a bit more to make it look as though he were just trying to get comfortable, but that didn't appear to work either.
Okay, first of all, this isn't helping.
Finally, she let go of Ink, though she didn't back away. There was a lull as Ink tried to think of something to say.
He told you about me, didn't he?
A little bit.
Yeah. I feel like, being honest, like... I mean, like... It's not like we found out without Ray telling us, so I don't think being honest would, like, damage Ray's relationship with us.
Yeah.
I feel like, I feel like she already seems to know, so I feel like lying wouldn't do us any favors.
I'm also interested as to why Ink is reacting like this.
Yeah.
Is he just a gut feeling vibes only kind of guy?
Could be.
And we just didn't notice?
Yeah, we just haven't had a reason to think of it till now. A little, yeah. A little about your relationship, a little about that, algorithm. RN. That's the one. It's just, I don't understand how you could just do that to someone. Whatever he told you, I can guarantee you only heard what he wants you to hear. I know that man better than anyone. He's sure to paint his words to make it look like he was the victim in all of this. There are two sides to every story, Ink. Remember that. Hey, wait.
Using turned to grab Tiana's dress as she turned to leave.
What? You're gonna walk away just like that? I have the information I wanted. That's all I care about. Aren't you gonna tell me what happened between you two? What really happened?
She snapped her back to her side.
No, because I'm above bad-mouthing people when they aren't around. And I thought you wanted to hurry up and escape. I see. Sorry I asked. Look, if you can get Ray on board with it, I'll tell you the whole thing. For now, though, don't be so quick to trust Ray. That's all you wanted with me, then? Yeah. Sorry for being so forceful. Bad habit of mine. We're not friends, Inc., and I'm not sure we ever will be. But I don't want to be enemies. I can agree to that, at least. I'll try and keep you in the loop from now on. Should we join up with Liza and Sean? Yeah, let's go.
Ink arrived to find Sean and Liza mid-conversation. Sean was trying to hit on her, no doubt. Tiana stepped in to intervene, an exasperated look on her face. And that's when Ink heard it. Felt it.
Oh, no, it's the... Oh?
Ink froze. It had been a while since he'd heard it, but there was no mistaking that sound.
That's my Gemini.
Ink stared at his Gemini, awestruck. He looked up, then back down at the device, and up once more.
Sean is right there. So who?
Hello. How are you, Ink?
Oh! What?
Send?
That would make the most sense. Because I feel like it would be kind of random to just throw another person in here.
I'm also interested to see how Sent is parallel processing.
Oh, yeah.
Or, it's entirely possible that he's not. Consider that was a plot point earlier.
I guess
He's
that's
very
fair.
much not parallel processing. He's paying attention to one thing at a time, and everything is running automatically, so he has to pay attention to as few things as possible.
Yeah, that's
but now
fair.
the teams are split.
I mean, if he's really like in love with Ink or whatever, it would make sense if he wanted to focus on him and he doesn't care about the other team.
Right.
I don't know, that's strange.
But mysterious person on the other side of the Gemini. That's not good.
Yeah. Watch it be an actual other person, and then they drag this person into the game. So by the time we're done with the game, there's like 50 participants.
Ink was sure of two things.
Okay, fucking Bella
One,
Swan.
Sean Ward, his contact, was standing right in front of him. And two, he had just received a message on his Gemini.
If Sean's right there, then who just sent me a message? If I pull up my Gemini, will it look suspicious?
I think it'll look more suspicious that you received a message and don't do anything about it. You'll
Yeah.
just be curious.
Wait, why am I even worried about looking suspicious? I've got nothing to hide. So, the puzzle ought to be in one of these adjoining rooms. Makes sense to me. We ought to split up and look for it.
Yeah, Liza, want to search together? You know, buddy system and all that.
You're not my buddy, so no.
They seem to be busy enough. Sorry.
It's okay. Let's take a quick peek. Who is this? Oh.
This is Sean, your good friend, yes?
I know you aren't Sean. The real Sean is right next to me. So who's this really? Scent?
I suppose pretending to be someone else is not my forte. I apologize in advance if you have any role-playing fantasies. This is indeed your very gracious host, Sent.
I figured. So you've hijacked my Gemini, is that it? Could you really call it hijacking if he's the one who issued them in the first place?
Precisely. I did say I was in control of all electronics in this hotel, did I not?
What do you want? You trying to give me a heart attack?
I've been meaning to contact you for some time now. I should warn you, however, that my messages to you are to remain a secret. Should you tell anyone, I will consider it cheating.
I don't care. I don't even want to talk to you. Just go.
Ink? Bud, what are you doing with your nose buried in that thing?
Oh,
Ink fumbled over his words, trying to parse the truth out of Sent's messages.
Sam might be bluffing about the whole cheating thing, but do I really want to run that risk? Best not to mention it for now. I was just, looking through some old messages.
Dude, I'm right here. If you wanted to know something about our conversations, you could just, ask me.
You seem pretty busy accosting Liza.
Accosting? Got a load of this guy. I was just being friendly. And thinking of our safety, of course.
Safety, huh?
Don't mess with the sanctity of the buddy system, man.
Could you please leave Liza alone for like 10 whole minutes? Is that too much to ask? It's fine, Ink. Flirting is probably his defense mechanism. I'm just letting the world sail right on by. You don't need to justify his shitty behavior. Sean, you seriously need to cut it out. Every time you open your mouth, I have to fight the urge to fill it with my boot.
Don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything.
I can't believe Ink willingly spends time with you. I swear he's not usually like this.
That feels like a lying.
Yeah. You're lucky you have Ink to vouch for you.
Duh, Ink's always got my back, and I've got his. What's the point of having friends if you can help them out sometimes?
Putting it that way makes it seem like you're capable of normal social interaction.
He's kind of like my unofficial wingman. Not that I need one. What I'm trying to say is, it's been a very good year for my ego.
Take it back, I take it back, creep.
Left realization flashed across Liza's face.
Hold on. You've only known Ink for a year?
I knew they get in high school, but we didn't really hang back then. Seemed like forever ago.
Isn't that kind of weird, though? The rest of our contacts are people who are, or were, a big part of our lives. Fathers, sons, partners. And then we get to you, and you're just some guy Ink's been hanging out with for a year. How does that work?
I don't know, man. That's Sent.
Don't say you're so short, Sean. That's a tongue twister. You're more than just some guy. I can't imagine where I'd be today if it weren't for you.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, bub. There was a lull. It was followed by the communal realization that exit quarters was far from over. Annie can remember the reason for that tangent in the first place. Guess it's about time to search these rooms, then. You want to take this out of the hall with me, Ink?
Liza and I can search the other side. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go check on the other group.
Huh? Why's that?
I just want to check up on how they're doing and help them if they're stuck on a puzzle.
You really want to go visit them so soon? Not sure if that's a great idea.
It ought to be fine.
Yeah. Fine, fine. Guess we can hug you all to ourselves. Come back soon, okay, bud?
We'll locate and start the puzzle while you're gone. Hopefully we'll have it solved by the time you're back. Cool. If you're still working on the puzzle, leave the door open so I can find you. Done. Sounds good to me. Let's get searching. Good luck, Ink.
Ink took a deep breath as he doubled back into the main hall. Confident that no one would come looking for him, he sat himself down and pulled out his Gemini.
What do you want with me, Scent? Scent?
Yes?
I'm alone now. Tell me whatever it is you're so hellbent on telling me and get this over with.
Alone, you say? Wonderful. Simply wonderful. I'm always happy to talk to you, Ink.
Cut it out. What is it you want from me?
I want to help you, Ink.
I highly doubt that.
Give me a chance. I can provide you with information. Valuable information.
How about no? You are nothing if not a compulsive liar.
Is that so?
You told me more lies than truths today, by a long shot.
Very well. Perhaps I can help in some other manner.
Like what?
I can help with a puzzle or two. You need to keep this affair secret, of course, but I know some of the answers.
Not buying it.
More information about yours truly.
Not interested.
A map of the hotel.
No.
Emotional support.
Hell no.
Perhaps I could change some of Exit Corner's rules.
Exit corners.
Yes, Exit Corners, the game I've so lovingly laid out. You know the one.
I know what you meant, just... Fuck. Never mind. I should have realized you're just trying to waste my time.
Do not leave.
Bye.
Please do not leave. Flustered, Ink stuffed the device back into his jacket.
Can't believe I fell for another of Sen's stupid distractions. Again. I've got to block him out. Ignore him. I may not get anything done otherwise.
He sighed. For a brief moment, he considered snapping his Gemini in two, but considered that no moment.
Time to check up on everyone else. Hope they're okay.
Not wanting to waste any more time, he uttered through the blue door. Ink found himself in the familiar, dilapidated study. Huddled around the screen were three contestants Ink had left behind. They turned to face him as he entered. Ink!
Hey guys. Ink, good to see you're still in one piece. Yeah, for now. We haven't run into any traps through the black door yet. How are things over here on the blue side? Difficult, if I'm being honest. We're still stuck in this first room. Personally, I'm exhausted. My mind feels like it's going in circles.
I ain't been too useful either. It's hard to concentrate. Don't be hard on yourself, Ray. You should focus on staying conscious. We did manage to get the puzzle to turn on, though, so that's something.
That's right. We were working on solving it as you walked in. Let me have a look at it. That's what I'm here for, right? Of course, right this way. I love how completely useless everyone is.
+1?
Hmm.
What?
Yeah, I don't...
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Outside of just, like, like usually these are like a little more abstract, so like outside of just like make the shape, I don't know what it could be. But I'm not even sure how that's even possible. Even that's possible, much less something else. Plus one.
I don't know.
Plus one. Not a whole lot to go off of if you ask me.
It's a tough one to crack, alright. We've been stuck on this one for a while, taking turns moving tiles around. Ray was the last person to touch it.
Maybe you just need a new perspective on it? What have you tried so far?
Well, you can probably tell that we tried actually writing out the plus one, but that was kind of a stretch.
Anything else?
I had a few ideas for what to try, but, well, let me mull them over for a second. I might be onto something. Maybe.
Sure.
Man? Oh.
What?
Because they were messing around with the puzzle.
Yeah, what the hell?
So it started out like this.
Huh.
So do we need to make a VI for 6?
Oh, maybe.
No, wait, that's probably not it. Um, um, mm.
I don't know. This is. Hmm.
Um, mm.
Ink, could I ask you something? Yeah, shoot. How's Liza? Is she holding up all right? She's fine. As fine as one can be in this situation, I guess. Why are you worried about her? Naturally. It's strange to so suddenly be apart. I just want to make sure she's okay. Liza got thicker skin than you might think. She'll be okay. And your friends, Sean and Tiana, you trust them enough to leave Liza alone with them. I only know Sean, not Tiana. But yeah, of course I trust them. I probably shouldn't tell her that Sean's been a bit Liza crazy lately. Seems like Tiana's looking out for her, though. That's a relief, then. Thank you, Ink. Now about this puzzle. That wasn't any help at all, Beth. I love you, but what was that?
The issue is we can't make it an eye. Like a straight line
Yeah.
with these people. So maybe that's not even the solution?
Maybe.
Then V plus 1. If it's not 5 plus 1 equals 6, then...
Is it supposed to be, yeah, W, maybe?
Maybe. How would I go about making a W? Let's find out.
Oh,
Well.
yep. Oh, yeah, good job.
Yep. Okay.
It's one more down.
Tricky.
It pains me that we couldn't solve that on our own.
Beth,
Yes.
you don't look so hot. You okay?
I'm tired is all. Tired and anxious. Please don't worry yourself on my account. I'm the one that's supposed to be taking care of you. He's right, though. You look unwell. Nothing much to be done about that.
Do you want to sit down for a few minutes?
We don't have the time. I'll rest when we escape.
The rest of us can keep going. Just take a quick breather. I'm with Aether on this one.
Same here. If you, passed out or something, well, that'd slow us down a lot more than a 5-minute break. Oh, since when were you such an expert on fainting? Oh, I was only poking fun. I'll have a quick break then, if you're all so insistent.
I can grab some water for you if you'd like.
I'd appreciate it.
In seconds, Aether backtracked through the door leading to the main hall.
5 minutes of rest, no more.
Ink flashed her a thumbs up as she made her way to the table at the center of the room. Sitting down, she leaned onto the table with her elbows, resting her chin on the back of her cupped hands. So, Aether and Tiana, they don't really know each other, did they?
Well,
I'll get upset.
No, they don't know one another. Listen,
I don't care if you told her. It was a stupid thing to get mad about. Sent ended up bringing her here anyway, so it's not gonna get mad in the end.
If that's how Ray wants to leave things, I'm fine with it.
You talk with Tiana at all?
A little bit. She told me not to trust you.
Of course she'd say that. Anything specific?
No, we mostly talked about the game and the puzzles, to be honest. She's, not the friendliest.
Once upon a time, she was an approachable person. And funny, in a dry sort of way. Maybe she still like that with the others. I don't know.
The others?
The rest of the ComSci crew. Our mutual circle of friends. Or our ex-mutual circle of friends, if you want to be accurate. Most of them took her side when we broke up. I was a dropout, after all, and she was the whiz kid with the cool algorithm.
You couldn't convince them that Aryan was yours?
Ain't that simple. It's a complicated situation.
Sounds like she's made things hard for you.
We made things hard for each other. Bad mistakes, the both of us. Forlorn look crept along Ray's face. For reasons he couldn't quite pin down, Ink wanted to test the waters.
Do you miss her?
He didn't know what combatant to ask, but surprisingly blushing didn't seem to bother Ray. Not her, but I miss the way things used to be. Sharing an apartment, not ordering takeout all the time, having someone to challenge you to be better. Hell, even going for walks around the dog park.
You two had a dog?
Nah, she wanted one though. We'd always go to the park and watch them playing and stuff. She always had a soft spot for dogs.
Yeah, but... Oh my god. Yeah, but so did Hitler, so I doubt that counts for much. Ah, damn it, I thought he'd find that funny.
Things get so fucked up.
I don't know, Ray. We've just got to do the best we can with what we've got.
You're right. Can't give up now. But Jesus, this hurts. I wish I could just wake up. Ugh. Beth goes up for receipt in a flash.
Not again. Deep breaths, Ray. Same as last time.
Ink watches Ray attempt to both tuck his head into his elbow and grip his stump with his remaining hand. Ray had assumed a contorted shape and managed to do neither.
Not like that. You're too worked up.
Hey, I have the water.
Ray, you need to lie down. Follow me. If this wing is laid out the same way as the others, there ought to be some beds right through here.
Beth ushered Ray into what Ink figured was a hallway that connected to more empty hotel rooms. This is the second time this has happened since we split up.
That often, huh?
It's hard to see him like this. Not to mention I don't do well with the gore in the first place.
Yeah, I think I've seen enough blood today for one lifetime. Enough about that. How are you holding up?
Better than Beth or Reyes, but guess. Small blessing, I know. How about on your end, Black Door Squad?
They should be working on the second puzzle right now. It's been a while, so I'm hoping they've made it a bit further than that.
Is everyone getting along? Ink had up and chuckle, a wide grin plastered on his face. What? Did I sense something weird?
It's just... It's a very you thing to ask.
You've known me less than a day, and now you're an expert on me, huh?
Well, I mean...
Oh, I'm just kidding. Besides, we have tons of time to get to know each other after this is all over, right?
Huh, right you are. To answer your question, though, yeah, they're getting along. Sort of. Sean's being Sean, but it looks like Tiana's keeping him in check.
He's still pestering Liza, huh? Ink tilted his head.
Was that your clairvoyance just now, or just good intuition?
I don't know what you mean.
You knew what I meant by Sean being Sean, despite barely knowing him.
Oh, that. I'm not sure exactly. It's hard to tell sometimes. So I don't know how I know it. I'm pretty sure in saying Sean can be persistent when it comes to women.
He can be a butt sometimes, but he's a nice enough guy when you get down to it.
Oh, I'm sure. He's a little intimidating at first, though.
You think Sean's intimidating? The guy with the roadkill undercut?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's tall, I guess. Commanding presence. Maybe it's just the beard. Now that I think of it, he reminds me of someone. Couldn't tell you who, though.
He's kind of popular, I guess. Maybe you've seen him around campus?
I know, it's weird. I'm usually pretty good at remembering people.
Wouldn't Sean have remembered you, though, if you'd met?
I don't think I'm a very memorable person. People tend to forget about me before long.
Oh. I don't really like
Super
that top
cheesy, or...
one.
Yeah, no. So there's super cheesy and just
Yeah.
normal support.
I mean, if this is like a point thing, like we have all the points with Aether. So, I mean, I don't think we'd lose anything by going the like normal route. And it wouldn't get us like much for going the positive route unless there's some sort of like romance route that we're not aware of.
Right.
I'm fine with just the regular, but also we could do cheesy if you're fine. If you want.
No, that's... Normal is fine.
Cool. Don't be so... Wait. Oh?
You'll forget about me before long.
No, I'll find out who you are.
You don't even remember this conversation.
I'll remember. You, your voice, everything. Mark my words, I will remember.
Were you going to say something?
Who was that? What's going on?
Are you okay, Ink? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Did you hear that just now?
What are you talking about?
That voice. You must have heard it. It said, "Don't be hard on yourself." Something like that.
Voice? What are you talking about?
No, that's impossible. This can't be happening.
Ink doubled over, just barely holding back what he knew was blood and bile. Ink! What's going on? He shut his eyes tight, holding back what he knew were tears.
It's over. Hearing things like a fucking lunatic. Like him.
The floor gave out from under him. He lurched forward, twisting away from where he knew Aether was standing. Reluctantly, he opened his eyes. He wasn't even surprised anymore. Ink's stomach began to knot itself in tandem with the room. It felt as if his insides were being stretched and folded like pasta dough. He stained the bending, twisting carpet with red mucus. Ink! Oh, not again.
Aether,
The thread reappeared. What's wrong? What are you looking at?
I'm seeing things again. The room's all twisted. It's being torn up.
Dumbfounded, the girl looked over her shoulder, but saw nothing. I don't know what you mean.
It's useless. She can't see it at all.
How could you get her to understand? He felt so small in the face of everything. I'm going to get Beth, okay?
Wait! Aether was here when I overcame this the last time. She could stop it somehow. Don't just leave me here.
I won't leave you. She grabbed his trembling hands, enveloping them with a gentle warmth. Her fingers were as soft as light.
I'm sick of being alone.
Ink choked on his words, his voice hoarse. Sobbing, Ink fell into her arms.
Please go back to normal. Please, please, please.
A few spammy breaths later, it was over. Are you okay?
What a question.
Ink?
It's complicated, but... yeah, I'm okay. I think.
Aether put her hands together and heaved a sigh of relief. The pair sat together for a few silent minutes. Ink managed to regain some of his composure. In the heat of the moment, he was as scared as he had ever been, but just as before, the worst seemed to have passed. Before they knew it, Beth had returned. She gasped upon seeing the fresh blood splatter across the floor.
You too? I just finished dealing with this over in the other room. Easy now. It's not as bad as you think. It's over now anyway. See, I'm all better.
Beth donned a worried look, clearly contemplating whether or not to let Ink drop the subject. Whatever the illness was, Ink knew the contestants were being desensitized to the problem. I was here, Beth. We had it under control.
Oh, very well. It's not like you two will listen to any of my advice anyhow.
How's Ray?
Not good. He's losing too much blood. If at all possible, I'd like him to continue his rest until we've acquired all the keys. If things don't get better, which it looks like they won't, I'm going to suggest regrouping with Liza, Tiana, and Sean. Oh? Ray shouldn't be up and about. He and I aren't going to do much in the way of puzzles in our sorry states. I believe that splitting up may have been a mistake.
That's what I was trying to tell everyone.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling too. How about this then? I'll go meet up with the other three, finish whatever they're puzzle on, then get them to come join us over here.
You're saying we should place the blue door before the black door?
I figured that since Ray's already resting in one of the rooms in the blue wing, it'd be easier to keep an eye on him if we all moved over here.
Makes sense.
That's a fine idea. Could you do that, Ink? I'm sorry to have to ask for help all of a sudden. We're tight on time, but if we want everyone to make it out of here, I believe grouping up is our best course of action. I would hate to lose any of you. We're in the same boat. I don't want to lose anyone either. Need anything from me before I head off?
Don't think so. We'll start on the next puzzle if we can find it. Be safe, okay? Aether hugged Ink before opening the door to the next room, motioning for Beth to follow.
Still have that letter I gave you? Safe and snug. Very good. And Ink? Yeah? Be brave for me, will you? Find the courage where I could not. You're the bravest person I know, Beth.
His remark seemed to amuse Beth. She saw him off with a smile. Ink made the unremarkable return trip to the Blackwing. The back and forth the tedious, but after what just happened, Ink needed the walk.
The longer I stay in the Four Elements, the fewer things I can explain. I hate it. I'm tired of not knowing anything, of being left in the dark. But you know what? To hell with all that. I'll uncover the truth behind this game yet. There are countless clues right under my nose, I'm sure of it. I just need to unearth them. And I know exactly where I'm going to start. Hey, do you need something? Oh,
Interrogating Liza.
I was
Oh
about
my
to
goodness.
say.
Uh, uh,
Hmm.
this seems infinitesimally wider than before.
Yeah, it's so hard to tell.
Hmm. So the your here was Aether, I guess?
I guess so, yeah, that makes the most sense out of anything.
Uh. Hmm. That's a little concerning, considering there's. Hmm. I don't know. Uh. Shifted second person is.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
is interesting, I don't know.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okie dokie. No worries.
Alright, back.
Woo.
Okay. Peace. Who are we finding peace with?
Our inner selves? Maybe?
If only.
Liza. What's the matter? I need you to come with me. Huh? Why? I need to talk to you privately.
Whoa, hold the phones. You can't just whisk Liza away and have her all to yourself.
It's important to our escape.
Sure that's a good idea, bud? We don't have a ton of time to kill, you know?
I know, but this is important to our escape. I need you to trust me on this one, Sean.
I don't know, man. Seems a bit fishy if you ask me.
I say we let them go.
Why is that?
Ink knows more about this game than either of us. If he says it's important, I'm inclined to believe him.
Well, okay. I trust you.
Thanks, you two. I'll come back for you in a few minutes. Hey, don't I get a say in any of this? I don't want to say no, but no.
He grabbed Liza by the arm and pulled her back towards the main hall. Somehow, Liza didn't protest. He felt Liza slowing down as they entered the Hotel Central hub.
So what do you want? We're not there yet. Keep walking.
Ink motioned to a door that hadn't been touched in hours, grabbing at her mid-stride.
Here we are. Here? Why here? No one will come looking for us here.
Ink placed the chair right down in front of the door they'd come through, blocking their exit. Okay, this is weird.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Getting answers.
Leaning back in the chair, Ink crossed his arms and donned the most dire countenance he could muster.
What are you hiding, Liza? I'm not hiding anything. There's no sense denying it. There's been mounting evidence that you've been keeping something big from us for a long time. Now, I don't know what your secret is, mind you, but that's why I brought you here. You and I are going to stay in this hallway until you tell me what it is you're hiding. Don't be an idiot. You have no idea what you're doing. Yeah, I figured as much. Looks like we're going to have to be here for a while. Or you could just tell me right now and we can be on our merry way. That's not going to happen, Ink. First of all, I'm not hiding anything. Second of all, even if I were, I couldn't tell you. You know, hypothetically. Of course. And if you were, hypothetically, hiding something from us, why couldn't you share it? Is it too personal? Embarrassing? You think I'm withholding information because I'm embarrassed? Correct me then. I can't. I just can't, okay? And I can't explain why either. Can't or won't? Does it matter? Either way, you're not getting an answer from me. You think you could just grab people and interrogate them as you see fit? It's not cool and it's not dramatic. It's just harassment. She really doesn't like me, huh? It's a standstill then.
Ink rustled about in his jacket found his Gemini.
Time for plan B.
Why is Scent your plan B?
Yeah, I don't love this. Scent, I don't know what you're up to right now, but I've decided I want to talk to you after all. I'm in the cavern thing. The one next to the boiler room. I'd like you to show up on the screen there. Who are you messaging just now? Does Sean still have his Gemini? You'll see in a moment. Maybe. I don't get... Oh my god, did another bomb go off? Another tremor?
Did you really consider that cheating?
Does that mean Scent detonated another charge?
Indeed it does.
Why?
I told you not to tell anyone that we've been messaging each other. Rules are rules, I'm afraid. I didn't say anything.
I was gonna say, technically nowhere. That should have counted. I never actually told her anything.
You were asking to be shown up here, which would have given it away.
Yeah, but I left the ball in your court. You didn't have to reveal yourself if you didn't want to.
And I sincerely apologize, Ink. Why won't we put this behind us? Water under the bridge.
You blew up one of the foundations. Can't undetonate that bomb.
Yes, no use crying over it now, my dear. Perhaps you'll forgive me if I can be of assistance. I assume there's a reason you wanted to see me,
Tell me Liza's secret. Ink, don't. I know you know Scent. She won't tell me herself, so I'll need you to tell me instead.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't do that, Ink.
Not you too. I'm tired of this crap. You said you wanted to help me, right? This is your chance. Help me.
I'm sorry, Ink. More sorry than you know. I understand you must be frustrated. Telling you Liza's secret would be against the rules. Strictly speaking, I should not even be here right now. I mustn't veer from the game from its optimal course.
You made the rules, didn't you? Change them.
Liza,
Yeah?
please explain to Ink without going over specifics why you cannot share your secret.
Will doing so violate anything?
No. They're in cahoots.
Something.
The girl bit her lip, eyeing the monitor with a gaze so sharp it could cut steel.
Okay. I'm being blackmailed. Yes, there is something I'm hiding, but Scent made his terms very clear. If I tell anyone my secret, he'll issue me a penalty. Huh. So, what exactly would happen if you told me? What's this penalty you're talking about? I can't say. Not without revealing what I'm hiding. But you understand now, right? I'm not keeping this from you by choice. It's out of obligation. Yeah, I understand. Then let's head back. This whole thing was pointless.
Ink shifted to the right, cutting Liza off as she tried to edge past him.
No. We're done here. I'm not telling you anything, and that's final. Yeah, I get that. I won't ask you to tell me. Hey, Scent?
No response. Ink's voice rang against the walls.
Scent! Where the hell'd you go?
Apologies. I am here.
Liza's not allowed to tell me your secret, right?
That is correct. I have prohibited Liza from sharing it. I have also prohibited myself from sharing it, and thus...
And thus everyone who knows is prohibited from telling me. I get that. Here's the thing, though. Am I prohibited from knowing it?
I do not understand your question.
According to the way you've worded this agreement, so long as no one divulges Liza's secret, no penalty will be issued.
That is correct.
So what if I were to figure out this secret on my own? By your own admission, so long as no one outright tells me what it is, Liza will be in the clear. Rules are rules, right?
My. You really are full of surprises, aren't you?
Is that a yes or a no?
That is most certainly a yes. Yes. One moment, please.
He's running off again? Ink. I don't know if this is a good idea. Well, I'm glad you were able to find a loophole in his rules. I don't think you'll be able to figure my secret out. We could be wasting valuable time. You want to be able to talk about this, right? Of course I do. Then I'll figure it out. You're not the only one who wants to be able to share this. I'm tired of being railroaded, of playing defense, of having my own head play tricks on me and not knowing how or why. This time, I'm making the first move. I have faith that whatever I learn about you is going to help us in the long run. If it's something that Scent doesn't want us to know, it must be important. Besides, I'm not going in blind. I have a good idea of where to start.
Fret not, I've returned. Pardon the wait. Allow me to make this official. The monitor flared up as if to punctuate Scent's sentence.
So this is a puzzle now?
That's correct. Can you correctly guess little Liza's secret? Get it right, and I'll permit you and Liza to discuss it in private.
Huh.
If you can't figure it out, however, you may be here a while. With that in mind, do you accept?
Interesting. Only if it's okay with Liza.
So now her consent is important.
Yeah, for real. I accept. Good.
Indeed. Allow me to take a proverbial backseat while you attempt to solve it.
I'm going to start by going over what I already know or suspect. I've had suspicions about you for some time now, Liza. As I mentioned earlier, there have been mounting hints that suggest you're hiding something. Odd behavior, general paranoia, extreme caginess. Congratulations! Let's start with some basic questions. Liza, how do you spell your last name?
The mere mention of Liza's last name seemed to heighten her focus. She stood up straight and rattled off letters with a rhythmic cadence.
T-H-A-T-C-H-E-R. Great, thanks. Now, how do you spell the word embezzlement? Hey, what are you getting at? Spell it out and you'll see.
She crossed around grumbling. The letters flew from her mouth like acid.
E-M-B-E-Z-Z-L-E-M-E-N-T. I still don't see what those things have to do with each other. Oh, they don't have anything to do with each other. I was testing your spelling ability. What? I used words that I thought might rile you up to disguise what I was after. Thatcher's your last name. So that doesn't really count for much. Embezzlement, though, that could be a tough word if you aren't familiar with it. You didn't have any problems spelling it, though. Not only did you spell it correctly, but you even spelled it quickly. Not bad for someone I originally suspected of being illiterate. What? Who gave you that stupid idea? Not fully illiterate, just developmentally challenged. I've always been weirded out by how slow you are at texting, and I thought this might have been an explanation. Clearly, though, you can read and spell. If that were the only thing I had picked up on, I might have thought you were dyslexic. There's more to you than that, though. I began to suspect you were hiding something big the last time we were in this very room. This room? That'd be... That was when you tricked Scent, wasn't it? That's right. Though I managed to trip up Scent, there's still something that's bothering me about that whole exchange. Remember how I managed to outsmart him by identifying a difference in the messages he gave us? Well, yeah, I remember the gist of it. He said contestants to you, but contestant to me. It's exactly right. You've got to wonder, though, why? I don't follow. Why did he even need to make that delineation? Why didn't he just read the same message to everyone at once? Wouldn't that have been safer? Even if his mistake really was a subconscious one, did he really need to address me using contestants? Why didn't he use a generic message for each of the elevators? Then I realized, maybe it wasn't Aether and me who got a special message. Maybe it was you. Here's what I think. Sin has been feeding you special messages throughout this entire game. That's an interesting theory. Something else that's been bugging me is the speed at which you managed to solve our 11th puzzle. Which, puzzle was that? Don't play dumb. I know you know which puzzle that was. Spell Jade. Okay, yeah, what about it? You seem to figure out the solution all on your own. How'd you know that A was 1 and Jade was 0? Just a guess? I know there's more to it than that. It's almost as if you have some very specialized knowledge that you're refusing to share. If I had access to the internet right now, I'm pretty damn sure I'd find something compelling. How much longer are you gonna keep at this, huh? I'm nearly done, I promise. One more thing before I tackle this puzzle. Liza, what's this?
Ink held his palm outwards, extending his middle and index fingers while curling the others back.
2 fingers? You're holding up 2 fingers. Gotcha. Well, that's about all I've got. Think you can figure it out? Doesn't matter what I think. I have no choice but to solve this. So I will.
Ink approached the puzzle, took a deep breath, and tried to piece it all together.
Huh. So if she's not illiterate and she can spell... And she's not blind because she could see the that he was holding up something.
Was once.
That's true. So maybe
She used to be blind?
maybe?
Like, maybe it's a snake type of thing. And Scent is just being a considerate game host, question mark?
Maybe. What I'm curious is the jade thing, because that was the card one, wasn't it?
No.
No, that wasn't.
No, the jade thing was, we had 10 digits. I know what puzzle is, I just don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. It's been a hot minute. I'm just trying to think of what that has to do with it.
wonder if talking to her... What does talking to her do for us?
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Interesting wording. What do you mean? Liza was once. It's not what I was expecting, I guess. You know I can't help you, right? I know. I'm just thinking out loud. Just making sure. If I were to hand you this puzzle right now, you'd be able to solve it no problem, right? What did I just say? I can't help you with this, Ink. I'll take that as a yes, then.
Jade. Jade.
Is there... So, like, if she's been getting secret messages... Is it more about the fact that she's getting secret messages, or is it more about the fact that she's getting messages in a way that only she can interpret and we've missed them? And that whatever it is that she can interpret has to do with whatever she once was.
Which goes back to the used to be blind thing?
Maybe.
Because the easiest way to send messages would be if she had some sort of braille reader on her, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to just try it?
We could try it, because I don't think there's any, like, fail state. I don't think. My guess is. So I think it's worth a shot.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We totally overthought that.
Oh.
Interesting. Why is that, like, a blackmail thing, though? I'm confused about what the hell that means.
Maybe he's literally just making the peace sign.
Oh, maybe?
Like, because that's the chapter's name.
You know? Oh, that's true.
And, like, anyone who sees that would know, oh, yeah, that's the peace sign. And if you had never been able to see before.
Yeah, if you're on, like, an elementary level, comprehension level.
Like, oh, yeah, you're making the peace sign. It's like, no, you're holding up two fingers.
Interesting. Ink, did you? Huh.
Once again, Hank pulls out, flexing his index and middle fingers. His ring finger and pinky were nestled snugly behind his thumb.
This again? Why do you keep showing me your fingers? That's what you call a V sign or peace sign. You see it a lot in photographs. Of course, I doubt you spend much of your time looking at photographs.
Look at this graph.
Given the face you're making right now, I'd wager you're aware of what it is, you just don't recognize it visually. Going a bit further back, this gesture is a V for victory, which is pretty fitting right now since I figured out your secret. Why are you rubbing it in her face? Liza, before you woke up in the Four Elements Hotel this morning, you were blind, weren't you? Like that soon, huh?
I was thinking more like, oh, she just recently had, like, an operation or something.
Yeah.
Because wasn't her father, like, a neurologist or something?
Or he runs a company that has to do with neuroscience. I don't remember if he's the neuroscientist himself.
So, like, obviously there's some influence there. That could get her on the short list.
Right.
To be operated on.
Yeah. And even then, like, maybe some of it was, like, blackmail or something. Like, he was pulling strings he shouldn't have, and that's why Sense blackmailing her or something. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways that it could go, but I that's what I was thinking, too.
But you were blind immediately before entering this hotel is weird.
Yeah.
There aren't a ton of things that could just give you a new sense like that.
Mm-hmm. What the heck?
So that's why she got pissed at Ray for the triple comments. That's good.
Yeah. Nice. Sent verdict.
Yet another puzzle falls to the hands of the magnificent ink. Well done. You may talk about this amongst yourselves. No sharing this with any other contestants, do you hear?
Guess that'll have to do. You know I wasn't keeping this from you on purpose, right? I wanted to talk about this all day. I just couldn't. I know. What happened then? Tell me everything. There's a lot to go over. You sure? Everything. God, where do I begin? For starters, I wasn't always blind. I lost my sight at the age of 4. Bad accident. My father doesn't like to talk about it. My memories from before that time are hazy at best, but I remember starting to learn to read and write. Sort of. I had to relearn pretty much everything. But with the help of the best homeschool teachers in the country, I was as prepared as I could be for the life ahead of me. So imagine my surprise when I woke up with the ability to see again. Thought I was dreaming at first. It's not uncommon for me to have dreams where I can see. I dropped that idea when I began spewing blood everywhere. The pain was too real. I composed myself eventually, gathered my things. That's what I found what Sen had left for me in my bag. You're Gemini? It's one of them, but more importantly, I found this.
Liza pulled out a loose sheet of paper from her bag and handed it to Ink. Rough to the touch, the ink hadn't a drop of ink on it.
Braille. What does it say?
She took the page back from him. Her hand glided across the page as she read the words aloud.
Good morning. Please read this message in its entirety. It relates to your newfound sight. I regret to inform you that you've been kidnapped. You have, however, been given a new pair of eyes with which to see the world. The gift of sight is a precious one, and I hope you do not squander it. Just as I have bestowed you with this gift, I am equally capable of taking it away. You will encounter a number of new faces today. If you mention that you used to be blind to any of them, I will rescind your vision without a second thought. The only person you may discuss this with is your father. You may contact him using the device provided with this note. I trust you will get used to using it in time. You have several hours before the door to your room unlocks. You will not be able to escape before then. I would suggest using this time to get used to your new sense. You have quite the facade ahead of you. Oh, and please be careful around these people. Some of them would see you harmed. What? And that's all. That sure explains a lot, doesn't it? I've got to say, you faked it pretty damn well. If it weren't for the strange circumstances, I wouldn't have given it a second thought. How'd you relearn everything so fast? Like, how'd you relearn to read and stuff? Some of it was still rattling in my head from before my accident. Even if I got stuck, tracing out the letters with my finger usually did the trick. Even blind people can recognize the shape of letters, you know. Sorry, I didn't mean to insinuate anything. And, sorry if I ever gave you a hard time. I didn't know what you were going through. If you're still sour about it when we escape, I'll shoot you an invoice. What was that about rescinding your vision, though? Can you really do that? Yeah, he can. I didn't believe him at first. I mean, how could such a thing be possible? Turns out that restoring my sight in the first place kind of throws the word possible out the window. Sen seems to be able to, turn my eyes off at will. He did it back during the elevator ride. I guess it was a reminder or something. He only did it briefly.
Ink let a short pause reign before moving on to a more personal question.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue how this works.
Are we in a simulation?
Maybe?
Because the only thing I can think of is like
Something is hooked up directly to our brains, which controls our senses, right?
Yeah. Like, it depends. Like, so far there hasn't really been much evidence of supernatural or, like, fantasy. So, if it was something of a fantastical element, it would feel very out of left field. So, the other option is, like, some sort of, like, tech thing, which would fit better. So, maybe simulation? And that could account for a lot of other things that we've been dealing with. So, how is it? Being able to see again? Honestly? It's amazing. I'm excited and nervous all at once. This means so much for me. For my future. There had been some contention as to whether or not I'd actually ever inherit my father's company. Oh? You made it sound like it was a sure thing. I'd ask him every day about it. The answer would always be something like, "We'll see," which is rude to say to a blind girl, or "That's still a long ways away." Part of me knows that handing the company over to his blind daughter would be seen as unprofessional, as much as it hurts to admit it. But I wouldn't stop trying, asking. I researched the company on my own time, stuff I wasn't supposed to read. All I wanted was to make sure that when the time came to pass the torch, Liza Thatcher was the best candidate. But now, my father seems just as excited as I am about my newfound vision. Finally, after years of pestering him, I got the yes I was looking for.
which makes it crueler if this is a simulation.
Yeah. I haven't discounted the possibility that he just wants to comfort his kidnapped daughter. Still, I am so ready for the life ahead of me. That's why I have to make it out of here alive. I just have to. I don't think I've ever heard you get this excited about something. Guess you really wanted to talk about this, huh? More than you can imagine. There's so much left to learn. So much I don't understand. I don't even know what I look like. Did you know that? Not at all. I could describe my appearance with words, but I've never, seen myself. Not since I was little. Maybe you think it's stupid, but I want to know, you know? I've been told I look a bit like my mother. It's gotta be exciting. I'm pumped for you, Liza, seriously. And not to overhype it or anything, but I think you'll be happy with what you see. Thanks. Oh, and I almost forgot. My vision still isn't perfect. I've noticed I've had some trouble when it comes to details. What do you mean? Sometimes details don't show up immediately. It's like they're there, but I don't notice them right away. And then when I notice the detail, it seems so obvious, I don't know how to explain it.
It's like they're still loading.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You mean like noticing if some. What? Why is that what you. You mean like noticing if someone's pants are wet? Yeah, or noticing the blood splattered on somebody's jacket. Whether this is because I'm not used to using my eyes or because of whatever scent did to me, I couldn't tell you. Huh. Anything else I should know? That's about it, I think. What are you gonna do now that you know my secret? On its own, it doesn't tell me a whole lot. Still, I'm willing to bet that this is an important piece in the puzzle that is exit corners. The most interesting thing, to me at least, is the fact that Scent wanted you to keep this a secret. Why? I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this, but some really weird shit is going on. Whatever's going on, we'll figure it out. If you manage to guess that I used to be blind, I'm willing to bet you can solve the rest of this mystery. With your help, of course. I can't do it alone. I'll do whatever I can. We should probably get back, huh? Yeah, time to go.
Adrenaline surged through Ink as he heaved open the Titanic door.
Liza's is right. If I could figure out her secret, I could figure out the rest of them. Sen's had his way long enough. Things are finally turning around. If I know one thing for sure now, it's that exit corners can be beaten.
There they are.
What are those two doing here?
Ink and Liza found themselves flanked by the two students. Jesus, where the hell were you two? Sean rapped on the nearby red door and they yelled at it. Hey, lovebirds, you can come back. We found him. Ada ran over to Ink and Liza, eyes swollen, and pulled them both in close with a vicious hug. You're okay. I was so worried.
Aether?
I thought something happened to you too. Oh, God. She hugged them even tighter. Ink could feel a heaviness looming over them. He knew something terrible had happened.
What's going on?
It's... No! I have to tell them, Aether. I know, but... She trailed off. Ink felt as though he already knew what she was going to say.
Where?
Through the blue door. Ink? Don't just go, Ink. Ink!
The other contestants assailed Ink with words, but he wasn't really listening anymore. He made his way through the blue door as fast as his tired body would take him. What Ink saw shouldn't have surprised him. By process of elimination,
He already knew what was waiting for him on the other side of that hotel room door. Still, he couldn't help but scream.
Ink fell to his knees, crumpling as if he were made of paper, and wept at the idiocy of it all.
So did she just like collapse or did she like kill herself or what?
I was mostly joking about the death flag.
Well,
You know?
I feel like you were right. I just wasn't expecting it to happen so fast.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like we just saved her from killing herself like not that long ago.
Yeah.
Especially if that's how she died, was that she killed herself. Like, she was clearly tired, so maybe she just like died, she had a heart attack and her body gave up or something, maybe. But if she killed herself after us saving her from killing herself, I'm gonna be very mad.
Oh, Lord. I. Ah!
What the hell?
That's the hell of a cliffhanger to end on.
Yeah, for real though. That sucks. I like Beth.
Yeah.
I was literally just thinking earlier, I was like, man, I think Beth might be my favorite so far.
This is what happens when you have favorites.
Yeah, apparently. I would say I'm glad I didn't say it all out, but apparently even just thinking it jinxed it, so. Well, shit.
I. And we were doing so hopeful, too.
I know, it just got like such a good point. Dag nabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on that note, thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me, Kay.
Yeah.
Huh. What a roller coaster ride. That would be horrible if it was just like zero or like skull and crossbones or something. I can't believe our trust meter with Liza didn't go way up.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's also curious that it's just those four and that Sean and Tiana haven't been added at all.
Yeah.
It makes me think that they're not as like they're more expendable or something. Or less that we don't need to trust them like or something.
Yeah, that is strange.
I don't know. And also the thing that Liza's letter said that to watch out because some might wish harm to her. Because, like, it seems weird out of this group. It doesn't seem like there's much. Like, maybe Ray, because her father was kind of involved with the RN thing. But, I don't know. Even that seems like a little far. So it seems weird that they would. Unless he was just trying to intimidate her.
Yeah,
I don't know. This is strange. Every time I think we're solving stuff, the mystery gets a little deeper. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. I still am really enjoying this game. I just still don't know where the fuck it's going. So,
yeah.
we'll see, I suppose. On that note, y'all have a good rest of your evening, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.